Hey guys, how do we keep it dirty off-road? Today we're going to start our video series on Builtright Industries. We got a couple other products we're going to be putting on the truck. We're a big fan of these guys. We wanted to get it in before the Black Friday sale because this is the only time of year that they have a sale. So we wanted to get at least one of the videos in before that sale starts, which goes on from now until the 27th of November. It's the only time of year that they do a sale. It's a small company, guys, so they're not going to have sales all the time. So I want to make sure we get a video out so you guys can take advantage of the sale and get some cool ass products from a great company. Now, as far as what we're installing, we're going to be doing our under seat base. This is the under seat base for the F-150s. This goes under the seat, takes care of that big gap under there, and it allows you to mount a bunch of different things on here. We're going to use it to mount our radio. We're going to mount our radio on here because right now it's moving a little too much and I needed a better way. And this thing's going to give us a really good option. And make sure you guys tune into this video series, guys, because we're going to be doing a couple other products. We're going to be using their bed panels that they use at the back of the trucks. We're going to use this to mount our power tanks. I'm going to show you guys how to do that and how to do it the right way with the right hardware. And then we're also going to be doing one of their tech panels. We're going to be doing their tech panels in the center console, and we can use this to hold flashlights, GPS, stuff that we don't want bouncing around in the cubby there, in the glove box. This will take care of it for us. And we also got their hardware to install it with. These guys make quality products. We've been running their dash mount for a while. We ran their rear seat release. It's a high quality product. It's from a great company. We highly recommend them. So with that, guys, let's go ahead and let's get started. First thing we need to do is get all of our old stuff out of the way. We have quite a bit in here. We have our custom bracket that we use to hold the radio, and here's why we need something else, guys. See that? It moves, and because it moves, the bolts have come loose. We need to fix that. So we're going to take this panel off. If you're doing this, you're going to have the plastic piece that goes here, just 4 bolts. Well, actually 3 bolts, actually, I think. You got 1, 2, 3 bolts that comes out, and that'll take that panel out and you can install it. Okay, so let's get to it. Just got to flip this around. It should be almost ready. We may end up just leaving it like that, just putting it like that, but we need access to the bolts, so it's got to come off. Now that we got everything out of the way, let's go ahead and lay this out to figure out where things are going to go. So these bolts are going to take advantage of those holes right there. Of those bolts right there, the ones that hold the seat into place. Okay. And then this piece right here is going to go in there somewhere. It's going to use that bolt back there. I know you can barely see it, but see that bolt right there that holds the subwoofer in? We're going to have to get that one out. Now, you may be tempted to pull the seat back to get back there. Unfortunately, it's a little cubby. There's no space really to get around it. You have to use the tools. As far as what these bolts are, these lower ones are 13 millimeter. And then the subwoofer one, at least on the 19s and 20s, is the 18 millimeter. We're going to use an open-ended ratchet that we have. We use this for our shocks. We use this to try to get it out. Okay, let's get to it. Figuring out your placement is going to be important because you still want to have access to your connections in the back. You don't want to just leave these tucked away out of sight because you still need to be able to get to these, whether you're adding accessories or whatnot. So you either install it farther up or you install it like that. I think we're going to install it this way. Kind of do something like that. Go from there. I think that's those 4 holes right there are going to be it. So we're going to go ahead and get that started. And I highly recommend using some Loctite on this because they do come loose. As you guys saw, mine was already loose when we started. See where that ends up before we tighten it up. Could actually come in a little bit more. That's good. So go ahead and tighten her up. There we go. She's all tight. Not perfectly square, but that doesn't matter. It's all set. And guys, you could do just about whatever you want on here. You could put a fire extinguisher on here, radios, amps. I think amps is probably going to be the most common thing you'll see. But this is all highly flexible, so you guys can install whatever you want, and it gives you a flexible platform to do it on. So big fan of their stuff, guys, and guys can see why. All right, let's get inside the truck now. In order to install this, you do need to remove that center seatbelt bracket. There's no other way to really get the base in there without removing that. We tried, trust me guys, pulled our hair for a little bit. Once we finally removed it, it was a simple install. When you put these back, I think this goes first, and this goes on top of that, like that, okay? This goes first, and the belt goes on top of it. And you see that little pin right there? That little pin that you're looking at right there in the middle of the screen goes right there. Yep, so that little pin's gonna end up right there. This slot's gonna end up where the bolt is. Fits underneath this whole bracket system right here. I think right now too, I'm going to install these 4 screws. They need to go right here before I put the airbag bracket back on. Now it's time to go ahead and secure all of our cables, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this back part right here as a way to hold the cables. Use some Velcro straps. See how it goes. Alright guys, there she is, all installed. I ended up putting this back on, but honestly, I don't need it anymore, right? I can actually take this off, put the L brackets onto the base, and that could work just as good to hold all of our stuff. I think we may do that later. I think for now this is okay. I kind of like the way this came out. I'm going to add this on here to kind of keep my stuff from sliding out, because I still have some other stuff I want to put on here, but I think it came out good. Alright guys, so it was a little bit of a challenging install because there was no instructions. This product's still relatively new, so we kind of had to figure it out a little bit. At one point I almost considered taking the whole seat off just so I can get it to tilt up enough so I can slide it in. But it ended up working out. I think if you wanted to, you could definitely install this so that those tabs end up underneath the seat too. So if you did install this, you could set it up so that it's not so elevated. It's a little bit flusher install. So it's definitely possible, but it's the way we install it on ours because we want to make it as simple as possible. All right, guys, don't forget to check them out. Builtright Industries, they're having their sale right now, their Black Friday sale. It's good till November 27th. Don't forget to check them out and let them know Keep It Dirty sent you guys. And we got more coming. We still got our panels. We got our tech plates coming for the truck. So watch out for those videos. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Put any questions or comments below, and we'll see you on the next one.